This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy had none. This little piggy went wee 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 all the way home. Bull crap. I'll tell you why after the intro.
WheezyWaiter.
Okay, first of all, a good story has good characters. Okay. What do we know about these characters? This piggy went to market. Why? Probably because it needed food, because it's so fat. It's the fat one. This one stayed home. That's all we know. That's it. Stupid. This little piggy had roast beef. Sure, we all need to eat. And this little piggy had none. Why? Why did it have none? Is it anorexic? Or is it just, there was none left? That's why a big piggy went to the market? I don't know. It is intriguing to leave a little mystery in your stories, but not at the expense of any information at all. And then this little piggy went wee 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 all the way home. First of all, wee wee, did it pee on its way home the whole way? Where was it coming from? Why wasn't it home? He should have gone to the market. And it's an inconsistent way to describe characters. Like this one's described as eating roast beef, and this one's described as eating none, and this one's described as being home. All three of them are home. And where's the conflict? A good story has conflict. Even Hank Green Clown agrees with me, right, Hank Green Clown?
Yup.
See? Here's what I'd do. So the piggy that had roast beef had it in secret. The big piggy who went to the market thought they were out, and that's why the one stayed home and the other one had none. But the one that had none wasn't staying home. He was turning tricks on the street so he could have money for some food. And the littlest piggy was studying abroad in France, and he was on his way back home to visit, and he was very happy, so he was saying wee wee wee, yes yes yes. But he didn't know about one of his roommates hiding food while the other one was starving and the other one was turning tricks on the street. And the biggest piggy who went to market was actually going to steal the food because there's no money. Now that's conflict. But that's just the first act. A good story typically has 3 acts. So at the beginning of the second act, French studying optimistic clone returns home and discovers all of his little piggy friends' lives in disarray, but he doesn't know the bad details. Feeling somewhat responsible because he abandoned them, he tries to get a job at a local French bakery as a translator, and he gets it. Things are good. He gets free food, he gets paid, but then he sees Big Piggy coming to market, stealing the bread. This fat big little piggy was a mentor to little wee wee piggy. He looked up to him. He couldn't turn him in. When the boss discovers the missing bread, little French piggy turns himself in. All the other piggies feel terrible and realize the error of their ways, except for selfish roast beef eating piggy. He's a jerk. And the piggy who stays home because he's just sitting there starving. Fat piggy decides to turn himself into the pigs. The cops. Piggy who had none decides to stop turning tricks, starts turning bricks, becomes a carpenter. And that'll be useful for when the big bad wolf decides to blow their house down. But selfish piggy who eats roast beef doesn't like change, and so before any of that can happen, he plots to break into jail and kill wee wee piggy. So at the beginning of Act 3, roast beef piggy breaks into jail and discovers that wee wee piggy's not there. Little did any of them know that the piggy who stayed home plotted to help wee wee piggy escape, and since he was so skinny because he hadn't been eating, he just fit through the bars, got a key, and let him out. The police find roast beef piggy and think that he's the one who did it. They put him on trial. He confesses to everything, and he even turns in big piggy and trick-turning piggy. Wee wee piggy has to make a decision. Does he go back to help, or does he continue escaping with starving piggy? Ultimately, he decides that he's not responsible for the horrible fate of all of his piggy brethren. They should have stood on their own 2 feet, 4 feet. Actually, technically, they're just toes. I don't know. It doesn't matter unless it's made into a movie. So he and starving piggy go wee 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 all the way back to France. The end. Now that's how you tell a story.
WheezyWaiter. I'm a clone of Hank. I'm not your clone. I'm not.
No, you are mine. I've genetically modified you to look like Hank Green.
Oh, I thought that Hank came by and I was cloned from him.
No, that's not true.
But either way, I guess I'd still be your property.
Could you go to the alligator pit?
Yeah.
Okay. Right over there. No need for you anymore. One quick thing, there's a link down there if you want to go try to win a free iPod. My friend Matt Hogan and I are starting a project, and we wanted to include you in the design process of our logo. Follow that link for all the details, also details in the doobly-doo. Now I'm gonna go wee 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 all the way to sleep. Boom, 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 boom.